stuff on and get going. This should be the toughest day on the actual official type of stuff. Yennefer is clean. Welcome to Lander. Had a really good stay. Washed probably another 10 pounds of mud off the bike. Got the chain lubed and all that. And the goal for today will be Alcova or potentially as far as Elk City. Did talk to Tana and we are going to try and meet up this weekend. Today is Wednesday. On Saturday, the hope would be that I might be able to get to Leadville and camp with her and her friends. They're gonna set up at a lake outside of Leadville. So Sinks Canyon is really unique because the river itself drops into basically what are a series of probably limestone caves. And it emerges back over there and disappears up here. So for about a mile, it just vanishes. There is no river because it's underground. It's just a really unique geological formation. You don't actually get to really see that much. I mean, you see it disappear into the rocks, but when it comes up, it's just a pool of water. City. Just trying to kind of save my energy for later because I know this afternoon is going to be tough. South Pass City 12 miles and Atlantic City 16 miles. It is not super warm. It's 59 degrees. I'm not cold. But the, the super shirt's like wearing a long sleeve. Oh, God. Super shirt's like wearing a long sleeve t-shirt, so over 30-40 miles an hour that wind starts getting you. It's supposed to potentially be fairly warm, so it might hit 90. The goal would be to be through the hard part before it gets too hot. small bit of water. And don't want that because of mud. That's actually the trail, technically. Not sure which one of those I was supposed to follow, but whatever. I think I need to turn. Yep. That's not well marked. Oh, that's another Tenere. Okay. Oh, he's way back here. Okay, I'm gonna get somewhere. There we go. I can pull over.
How's it going? Good, how about you? Not too bad. There may be a guy on an Africa Twin behind me. He's not with me, but I saw him earlier, and I don't know if he's following this route or not.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, it's just me.
Cool. All right, this is the last of us.
Nice.
All right, have a
Having
good one.
fun?
Enjoy the ride.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a lot of people riding this route. You know, it's the first year. Gotta try it out. And gate. Crossing the road. Oh, cross-country ski area. Okay. So yeah, it's probably OHVs. CJ. It's probably OHVs in the summer and cross-country skiing in the winter. Yeah, I've never come through here from this direction, so I wasn't sure what to expect. South Pass City is neat, especially if you get here kind of in the middle of the day, because a lot of the buildings are open as like living museum type stuff. Back into the parts of Wyoming that I know so well. Atlantic City is pretty nice. It's just a little strange. Most of the traffic before was basically related to Continental Divide, because the Continental Divide comes right through here. And basically you hitch from here like into Lander. But now with the BDR going through it, it should be good for it, I would imagine. You know, you had some people that did trips through here because the Continental Divide went through here. Some of the tour groups that followed Continental Divide stuff. You know, we came through here with West 38 Moto. So yeah, they're going to see a lot more motorcycle traffic. And hopefully people stop and get food and, you know, all that stuff. So, yeah. Alright, 147 miles to Alcova. We'll see how this goes. It is 9 o'clock, basically, exactly. Yeah, working our way out to the Beaver Rim. And this is basically all parts of the Great Divide Basin, which if you don't know what that is, the Continental Divide runs down the middle of the United States and it divides the watersheds of the country. So everything to the east of it runs to the Atlantic Ocean and everything to the west runs to the Pacific Ocean. And one of the exceptions is this area, which is referred to as the Great Divide Basin or the Great Basin, whatever they want to call it. and it is an endoheric. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it is an area where the water doesn't leave. It is a depression that lays along the Continental Divide, and basically the water does not flow out. It's just kind of a unique geologic oddity in the United States. Today's going to be a bit of a rarity on this, on really any of the BDRs, because most of it is essentially 2-track. There's a few areas in Colorado with 2-track, a few in Nevada. Most of the BDRs are on at least more well-established roads. And around here, it's 2-track. It's a single lane. There's nothing else. So, I mean, I love 2-track on an adventure bike. It's so much fun. That is a damn 5-ton. It's a literal military 5-ton. Somebody use that as their ranch vehicle or something? That's crazy. Here, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, he's pulling over for me. I mean, that's one way to do it. I feel bad for you with the diesel prices right now, but hey, whatever works. You definitely would be able to get out here in the winter. Here I'm a little bit more willing to cut the corners, mostly because I can see. A lot of times you can see whether somebody's coming for a couple of miles. Alright, on to the 2-track, it looks like. Stay like this forever, but this is just really enjoyable. Interesting. I go right there. No big deal. Reminds me of that a lot of that stuff in Nevada between Austin and Elko. You can't really go fast, but it's not, difficult. You're just riding along. Bonk. What 2-track? 93 miles from Alcova, so I've definitely got the fuel range. Gone 100 miles this morning. It's only 11:30. Oh, hello. Is that a Ducati? I think it is. With the Touareg. How's it going? You got a group of like 6 dirt bikers out in front of you.
Yeah, we've been leapfrogging them for the last
Oh, I bet, yeah.
last 4 days.
It's the first one of these I've seen in person.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How is it?
Not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, still getting used to it.
I bet. How was the route from Alcova?
You're gonna hit some sand.
Yeah, I'd heard that. There's definitely some more sand up north of Tin Sleep. The logging trucks have been through there, so it's just turned it into powder.
So
but
did it get rained on up north there, and how did it turn?
It's not rideable. If it's raining, just get to the road. It took me 4 hours to go 8 miles.
Yeah, down south by Boyer Ranch there.
Yeah, pretty much the entire route. Like if it rains on it, your day's over.
We had rain on the first 2 days.
Oof, yeah.
It was pretty brutal at first, especially the first day. It started to dry out the second day.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully
are you by
it'll stay.
yourself?
Yeah.
All right, well, you have a good ride.
You as well. Take it easy.
Dude was shocked that I was by myself. Yes, people do stuff like this alone. It's maybe not the best idea, but it's doable. Wow. That's going to be a second gear climb. I wonder how much the increased traffic is going to affect the quality of these trails. There's always, you know, a trade-off. And if people are already kind of being bad about making their own path, that doesn't bode well for the future. At the same time, you know, the ranchers make their own workarounds all the time. Anytime it rains or there's a giant mud pit that they don't want to deal with, they create a new track also. A lot of times that becomes the road. I wonder if it's enough, if the rim is enough to keep cows up here. I can't tell if there's ways down it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because it seems like there would be a few ways to get through, which would mean you would still need fences. A lot of areas, the ranchers will use natural features like this to keep the cows where they want them. And I'm just wondering whether or not the rim itself is enough of a feature to keep the cows up here. I would guess probably, but with maybe a few exceptions. It's a little bumpy. That's all BMWs, I think. I don't see a Ducati. How's it going?
20 minutes later.
These guys are all from the East Coast. They are getting a workout out of this. They started north of Alcova today. Granted, they're on big old bikes, so with a lot of weight. Take it easy. All sorts of groups. That is the 5th group of bikes that I have seen today. They sounded very tired. But then again, all 3 of them are on GSAs with full luggage. Those suckers don't float that great, no matter what speed you do. But yeah, sounds like I'm probably gonna make it to Alcova maybe and be pretty tired, so that's fine. Those guys are just trying to get to Lander today, which should be imminently possible. That should not be a problem. 83 miles to Alcova. Already gone 110. Yeah, ever since I made the suspension adjustments, this is a different bike through sand and loose stuff. You really can just kind of track. If I don't have luggage on it, it's amazing. It's like a dirt bike. And it basically just came down to getting the preload off, especially in the rear, so that it settles in the back and lightens the front up. And then I also adjusted the compression and rebound dampening to be a plusher ride. And it works really well. God, that's deep. I'm guessing this is starting to get into the stuff that they were talking about. Oh yeah. I can see their tire marks just going everywhere. It's like a little kid got a hold of an Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah, I feel bad for those guys. Those big ass bikes and this stuff would be a handful. Unfortunately, BMW has been a little too successful at their marketing for their adventure bikes. And so a lot of people really do think to be able to do this kind of riding, you need a 1200, 1250 series with all of the stuff. And, you know, I mean, you don't. You can absolutely do this on just about whatever. Move, bird, Jesus. I don't think I hit it, but yeah, I mean, you know, there's plenty of people doing these on inexpensive, easy bikes. You could do this on a 20-year-old DRZ and probably have a blast. Alright, I gotta be a little bit careful about letting my speed climb up, because I'm still expecting to hit more sand. If that's all the sand was that people were complaining about, I'm gonna be shocked. I think this might be the bail off. It's gotta be. Ooh, hi. Oh. All we can do is see what it turns into. Didn't mean to make that rhyme, but hey, why not? over there. Those are some of the really hard ones, when somebody wipes out and creates a big ol' just, you know, mess in the sand, because then the bike doesn't want to go through straight. Super pretty to track. I think I'm in 4th gear right now. Like, yeah, I gotta be, by how I'm chugging up this hill. I mean, anytime you're riding 2-track, you gotta be on your game, because on an adventure bike, at least, you're essentially riding single track. It's not really easy to cross over between the tracks, and so you just have to follow the line. But it's a ton of fun. But you know what? Stuff like this is also why they have people on the filming expeditions driving big bikes with luggage. Because if you can't do it on a big bike with luggage, you probably shouldn't be doing it on a big bike with luggage. And they want to make sure that they accurately reflect some of the people that are coming out here and trying this. Because there's going to be people on big bikes with luggage. So, you know, when they plan these routes and when they test ride these routes, they're really good riders, don't get me wrong, but they absolutely take big bikes with full luggage because they want to make sure that it's not going to be something that's just going to hurt people. But just because, you know, Jocelyn Snow rode up here on a 1200, 1250 GS with full luggage doesn't mean you necessarily want to. Jocelyn is an incredibly good rider. And there were still areas where she was having trouble, you know? And if you get in over your head, don't be afraid to stop. There's no award for getting up here. There's no award for me doing all of the routes. I chose it because I wanted to. Which is why I'm not afraid to turn around when stuff gets super stupid. You know, I'm by myself. The goal is to be able to keep going. Your goal should be not to get hurt, not to trash a bike, and still just have fun. If you're riding it stops being fun, stop. You know, sometimes you just gotta embrace type 2 fun and stuff like that, but every time you go out, it shouldn't be a solid type 2, type 3 fun kind of day. Alright, gear down. Oh, excuse me, bunny. Alright, I'm in 3rd gear. This is pretty deep down here. Alright, and rocks. Alright. I feel like this is the hill where I saw somebody get super loose. They saved it. But they definitely had a few moments on their way up the hill. Oh yeah, you can see the sand. Ow, that rock hit my foot. Yep, just easing through it. I don't really want to be down this ravine, but oh well. Splish splash. Big rocks, okay. I need to clean off my sunglasses. I smeared them, and it's right in my view. going this way. Is it though, or is it a trick? That's pretty road-like, I would say. So it must have taken those guys... That's a little steep on the other side. Here we go. It must have taken them several hours to do that section. Yeah, this day's basically been fully off-road. I had the road stuff leaving Lander, which was a ton of fun, by the way. Those switchbacks are a blast. But then it's been dirt ever since. And gate, okay. I do appreciate them putting the thing on it to mark it. Cause yeah, that would ruin a day. Back to kind of 2-track-ish. This is all actually pretty sandy. It's just that you're able to hit it at speed. And so it's not as big of a deal. Slowing down because I don't know what this is. Okay. Oh, that shadow from a cloud feels really good. I'm slowly catching up to the edge of the shadow of the cloud. I'm literally chasing it. I can just see the tire marks from where the big bikes had trouble. That's pretty deep. Oh yeah, some people had some problems in here. Whew. And then rocks. Okay, let's slow down. There were some... Oh, gear down. This is that bit that the one guy was talking about where it's sand and then rocks. Oh, here's the cow track. Okay. So people have just been riding on that to get through. Go up here. Yeah, you can see where several people have had bad days going through that. Oh, and this. Wow, okay. Okay, here I can start to see solid stuff. That's good. Second gear it is. Good lord. Can I get? There we go. Ooh, come on. All right. Hopefully I don't drive into just a cesspit, but we're going to pick up the speed just a little bit. Boink. Because I need the airflow. It's 90, that says 97. It's definitely in the 90s. I don't know that it's that hot. Ooh, really deep. Really deep. We're going to probably fall over. Oh, God. Pardon me, scrub brush. I didn't mean to do that. Let's get back onto the road. Wow. Cows have churned that up. There we go. God, you can just see the tire marks of people going crazy directions. Alright, here comes the road. Looks like. Yep, okay. Nobody coming. Alright, well, here is the pavement, so I'm going to kill the cameras, and I will talk to you in Alcova as I leave there to find a place to camp.
1 hour later.
Welcome to Sloan's General Store in Alcova. Definitely not making it to Elk City today. That would be another 122 miles. Got gas, got water, got food. Damn. It's a stupid joke. Listening to music, so I'm not going to narrate much. I have 83 miles to Medicine Bow. It's still 85 degrees, and I really don't want to try and camp in this because, ugh. We'll see. These cameras are going to die in about an hour, and then, yeah, we'll see where I end up tonight. Pretty sure rear facing is off. Welcome BDR riders. Well, thank you very much.